Alright, hey guys, what's happening? Wanted to do a video today, how to start your bootcamp off with a bang in 2018. Now, really important topic, yeah? It's probably, if there's one live video you're going to watch this year on this group, this is the one to watch, okay? Because it's an important topic. I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll get started. But just quickly, let's do the usual. If you're watching this, just hit like. Okay, so if you're on this stream now and you're watching it live, just hit like. That way, A, I know who's on here, and also B, the way social media works, the more people that like your stuff, the more other people are gonna, see it. And I want as many people to see this as possible. Okay, so if you're watching this live, hit like. If you're watching it on the replay, hit like as well. With Facebook Live, you can actually hit like as many times as you want. So if you want to do me a favor, hit like 2 or 3 times. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get into it. So, how to start your bootcamp off with a bang in 2018. Before I get to the nuts and bolts of it, I just want to run through like the life cycle of, any bootcamp or any sort of person really. What happens is at the start of the year, everyone is more motivated than they'll ever be in the rest of the year to train. Okay, we all know that, right? Comment below if that makes sense, that come January 1, every single person does the new year, new you thing. They're the most motivated they will ever be, all right? For that reason, what usually happens is come January, that's the busiest time gyms are going to be and boot camps are going to be and that sort of thing. That's just life, okay? So I'm going to run you through like a standard sort of thing of what happens. I'll run through a scenario. Let's just say you're starting up a new boot camp. It would look something like this. You start up a new boot camp, you do everything right. Come January 1, you get 20, 25 people registered for your boot camp. Awesome. All right, you do your 12-week challenge, and your goal is those 20, 25 people. Let's just call it 25. Make it easy. All right, you want to give them an amazing experience, so every single one of them comes back for your next 12-week challenge. All right, now let's say, for example, not all of them come back, but 20 out of the 25 come back. Okay, that's all well and good. You do your marketing and you want to get new people in there. The thing is, you're not going to get that summer rush. So you're not going to get another 20, 25 people in there. You might get another 5, 10. Let's just call it 5. So let's say you've done your first boot camp, you get 25 people down there. They love it, 20 of them continue, 5 of them cancel, but you get an extra 5, so you maintain your numbers. You do another 12-week challenge during winter, same sort of thing. Okay, you get, 20 of them come back, you do your marketing, you get 5 new clients. You do that throughout the year. That's what happens throughout the year. All right, if you're running a 12-week challenge, you'll get 4 of them in throughout the year. And what happens is it's awesome at the start. You get 20, 25 new people because everyone's doing the new year, new you thing. But as the year goes on, you don't get that rush again. It's like downhill until this time next year when you go again. So let's use that same scenario. Let's say you do your boot camp at the start of the year. You get 20, 25 people in there. Beautiful. Your goal is to maintain those numbers for the rest of the year. Maybe get them a little bit higher to 25, 30. And then come next year, you get that new year, new you thing again. And then you get another 20, 25 people. So now your numbers are 50. Okay, does that make sense? Comment below and let me know if that makes sense, but I'll give you the summary of that as well. But just for now, if you're watching this, comment below and let me know if that makes sense. You get that rush in January 1. All right, you get 20, 25 people signed up. Your goal is to maintain them for the rest of the year by awesome retention skills. And then you also grow a little bit. So by the end of the year, you're pretty much a little bit higher than you were at the start. But then you get that new year, new you thing again. And that's when you basically double your numbers. And then same thing again. Now you're at 50. You go through the next year. You try to push it to 60. You get another 20, 25 people. Then you're at 80 or whatever the maths is. All right, that's the cycle of boot camps or gyms or anything. So our goal as a personal trainer is to run with that. We want to use that motivation. We want that Mitchell, love the new year rush, and that's cool. And we want to use that motivation, okay? Because our goal, just reading Runda here, I need to maintain it all year, every year, 100%. So there's a time to grow your boot camp, and there's a time to maintain it. You grow it at the start, you maintain it throughout the year. All right. Now, but what's important is you need to get on that rush, because if you miss that rush, you're gone. All right, if you miss that New Year's rush and you don't get 20, 25 people in there and you only get 5, 10 people from the start, you're gone, because that's pretty much what your boot camp's going to be all year. Yeah, there's ways around it, and I'm doing the worst possible scenario, but does that make sense? Where if you miss that rush, you're gone. If you run with that rush, you're looking good. Because the thing is, that same person, let's say there's someone who's a potential client of yours, they're going to be way more likely to sign up on January 1 than they are July 1. So that same person could be the perfect client for you. If you chat to them January 1 when they're pumped, they come to your boot camp, they love you, they love your sessions, they stay for the rest of the year. But if you hit them up a couple months later, they wouldn't have even joined because they've lost that motivation. All right, comment below and let me know if you're with me on that. So the question from there is, how do we start it off with a bang? All right, how do we start? That's all well and good, Jono. Okay, I've got to get 20, 25 people, but how do I do it? All right, the key is you need to start now. You need to start late November and December. That is like the most important time for a personal trainer and bootcamp instructor. I can't stress this enough, because this is where a lot of trainers screw up as well, is they're like, oh yeah, that sort of makes sense. I'll wait till the new year and then I'll set up a boot camp in the new year and then I'll do my marketing and then I'll set it up and this and that and this and that. That's not going to work, right? What you need to do is have everything ready in November and December, so come January 1, you're ready to go, because everyone else is doing the same thing, okay? Everyone else is sort of saying, oh, you know, look, I'll wait till after Christmas and New Year's and then sort of get in shape. So come after Christmas Day, there's a few holidays and that sort of thing, and, you know, they're going to be thinking about it and looking around and contemplating different things, and then come New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day, there's a holiday and they're looking around and then they're just ready to go. You want to be that trainer that that had everything set up, had your marketing set up, did your ads, did everything in that like late December period, so those people have already seen you, and then come January 1, you're good to go. Yeah, hey, I've got a 12-week challenge. It actually starts next week on January the 7th, and it's a 12-week program. It's $50 a week, and you get this, and we do this. You set all that up before New Year's, so when people are ready to go, you've got it set up. Otherwise, you miss the boat. All right, if you wait till, just reading this, Cassandra Bryan, I need to stay this. Yeah, so, you know, you need to do this stuff like now, late November, early December. You have everything set up, and I'm not even going to give one specific strategy, because you should be doing everything, right? Do your Instagram stuff, build your leads on there, get a Facebook group, build your leads on there, get a Facebook page, build your leads on there, do your live videos on Facebook, post some stuff on Instagram, call some people, you know. Oh, here we go. Start this. Sorry. Yeah. Every single person, if you're watching this, your task is to start something today. Like, have it set up, because it's that whole thing. Okay. It's that whole cycle where if you want to have a good 2018, you need to have a good start in January. All right. If you want to have a good start in January, you've got to have set everything up in December. Right. It's not rocket science. But we don't do it, you know, majority of people, because we're like everyone else. We're like, oh yeah, come January and then I'll set something up, all right? If you do that, you're gone, because you missed the boat and you've got another bad year, all right? And just even think of it logically, right? You want to do your sort of list building now and throw your videos out there now and get inquiries now. So by the time January 1 comes out, you do your posts, you do your videos and all that sort of stuff, all right? Just reading some of these, makes sense. Melanie, I get so bloody tired at the end of the year, but this is a reminder to get it. Yeah, 100%. And like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying it's easy, right? Because every single person in the world at this time of year is just kicking back and partying, all right? And that's what we want to do, because that's what you do at the end of the year. So I'm not saying it's easy to do it, but I'm saying it's logical, right? If you want to have a successful 2018, you need to do this stuff now so that you hit the new year off with a bang. And it's one of those things where, yeah, it's hard to do because we want to party in that, but the trainers that do it are going to be the ones that are ahead, and then they can kick back later. I think my headset just died. Can everyone still hear me? Anyways, yeah, so that's today's video. So basically, you know, I guess it was a bit of a rant, but what I want everyone to take care of, I'm just going to read this one here, Mitchell. Do you, hold up one sec. Okay, so Mitchell, do you add value through your program towards the end of your boot camp? Great for 8-9 weeks. Struggle to keep momentum to follow on. Cassandra, my challenge will finish. A new one is January. Okay, sweet. So let's start with Mitchell's Okay, cool. So I'm just going to answer a couple of these questions. So let's start with Mitchell's question. Mitchell said, "Do you add value?" Yeah, 100%. So I set all this up at the start. Okay. So here's my 12-week challenge. It's week 1 we do. I'm just going to throw some random things out, but you can replace it with whatever you want. So here's Jono's 12-week challenge. Week 2 we do the no sugar challenge. Week 4 we do the hydration challenge. Week 6 we do the bring a friend week, and then if your friends want to continue, they can continue on after that. Week 8 we're going to do the accountability week. Week 10 we're going to do one of those fun runs. Week 12 we're going to have a dinner and celebrate. And in those sort of off weeks where I didn't mention, 1 week we're going to do the planking challenge, 1 week we're going to do the recipe sharing challenge, 1 week we're going to be doing the squatting challenge, 1 week we're going to be doing the dobbing your mate challenge, 1 week we're going to do the MyFitnessPal challenge. There's so much things you can do, but you want to sit down and plan it at the start of the at the start, so you've got all these things set up and you can keep the momentum going. That bring a friend week in week 6 is vital as well, because that's when it's going to start to drop as well. Come week 6, people have been training together for 6 weeks, it's the same group, may start to get sick of each other. You do bring a friend week. Bring a friend week is super fun. You've got some new blood in there. Some of those new people sign up, they continue, you go from there. All right. I'm just going to read a few of these. So Sue Smith, is this all? Yeah, okay, cool. So Sue Smith asked, is this all in your Bootcamp 1 and 2? This is exactly what is in Bootcamp 1 and 2. So if you need help setting all this stuff and you haven't done Bootcamp 1 and 2, I strongly recommend doing it. I'll put the link down in the website below. I'm just going to read a few more of these. Hold up. Okay, so Cassandra, my challenge will finish and new one is until January. Awesome. So just use that time to market like crazy and just build your list. Okay, there's nothing wrong with not not always running a challenge. Use the break just to market and just make sure you kick it off early January. Gonna read a few more. Sue Smith, started my first week of bootcamp last week. Awesome. Just make sure you kick one off in January with a bang. So just make sure you've got some sort of 12-weeker or some sort of challenge starting in January. Cassandra, how do we get people in without a challenge? Okay, cool. So I pretty much only do challenges, right? So every single bootcamp I run is a challenge. In terms of how to get people in without a challenge, whatever you want, really. You just do a cash in hand or cancel in time. I don't really do that. But if you want to, do something in between like that, that's what I would do. I would do a challenge anyway. I would do a little 4-week challenge or 6-week challenge or something like that. Or you can just do cash sessions, or you do online, whatever. But my system is the challenge system. All right. But yeah, anyways, if you're watching this, the message is just do something now. Do everything you can now, because the more it's like a flow-on effect, right? If you launch your bootcamp in a month and you didn't get as many clients as you wanted to get, it's because you didn't do the right things a month ago. Okay, does that make sense? So it's not like, okay, sweet, I'm just going to market like crazy today and I'm going to get so much clients today. It's like a flow-on effect. The more you do today, the more clients you're going to get next month. Okay, so if you want to, if your bootcamp in 2018 wants to be a success, you need to start off with a bang in January. If you want to start January off with a bang, you need to do all your stuff in December. So do everything now. All right, we cover all this stuff in our bootcamp courses. I'll put the link below if you're interested. That's it for today. Any questions, comment them below, and I'll get to them later. If you liked the video, just hit like so I know that you liked it, and also obviously the more people see it as well. All right, have a good day, guys.